G'day. It's your boy Danny D, aka Alaktrician Man, in the house for another awesome Alak-Azul show. I'm joined by my boy Crypto Lucky and also my boy Blue Chip Drip. How we feeling, champions?
What's going on, everybody?
Oh man, what a week! And it looks like we're gonna be joined by Brandon very shortly too. So we'll see. So should be awesome. So what's going on, guys? What is going on? Blue Chip.
Exhausting but awesome.
Yeah, man. Blue Chip, how you going, brother?
Good. You guys hear me okay? No problems?
Yeah, absolutely. How about us? Can you hear? Audio check to everyone out there. Please let us know if you can hear us. I don't know, man. I've got to take off this these widgets that are like anti-spam widgets or something. Anyway, I'm going to show some of these. Let's acknowledge the chats for now. CW, I know you're not there now because it's obviously late in your time, but thank you again so much for your support always. Totally appreciate you. Crypto Watcher, obviously part of the Crypto Collective, as well as other things there with like Cryptopian and also Scott the Investor. Shout out to you, always supportive. Thank you very much. So yes, we appreciate you. NFA Show Nelly, smash the like. Yes, please. Let's go. Like button smashed. Wow. Hey, Ross, mate, good to see you there again. Good to see you again. This is the stuff I got to look at taking this shit off, right? Please refrain from spamming caps. that's my Streamlabs bot widgets thingy in the background. So I gotta sort that out. But I'm showing it up there. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Westside in the house. Hey, Westside, man. I posted the link over on the Crypto Collective. If you can join us, we'd love to have you. Love to have you here. LCM, Alak-Azul, breaking out the moonshine. I'll be breaking out some Alak-Azul as well later on. Tony, great to see you there as well. Ali, Westside, Little Crypto NZ, sis, kia ora. Absolutely awesome. Danny coming over from CU22 live streaming, joining for the first time, and yes, subscribing too. Thank you and welcome. Molian. Awesome. Yep, that's the Blue Chip. Tony Morrow shouting out to Blue Chip. Huss is saying, have a shot, Alak-Azul. Okay, Huss, just for you, my brother. I can start with one because it's going to be an amazing show today. This is for you, Huss. Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul, guys.
Alak-Azul.
Gotta love that. A lot of people are going to be watching today. There's a heap of stuff there. I'll go back to that. Drip Community PH Mabuhay.
Yeah, Mabuhay.
Hey, awesome. Philippines represent. And Fuzzy Crypto, great to see you there, brother. So there you go. Man, it has been a whirlwind this week. Absolutely crazy. And I had to take a couple of days off and spend time with the family. But even while I was out spending time with the family doing the touristy thing around Manila, I was still on the Telegram and I was still on I was doing calls. It was pretty crazy, but now, yeah, thankfully settled down a little bit. Wow, we got quite a few people watching, man. So it's really good.
That's great.
Blue Chip, how do you find Stableswap, brother?
Man,
Like,
I'm loving it, man. It's got me so excited and energized. And what's happening is it's spilling over into my real life job because I'm like, well, man, if I work a little bit harder, I could stoke a little bit more, and meet that goal. It's like
yeah,
it's like a rebirth, man.
it
You
is.
know?
Definitely something to be excited about, man. I mean, you
Yep.
see those rewards coming in and stuff like that. It's like, wow, people are showing that they can withdraw the money out. People are showing that they're receiving the rewards. So this is real. This is not how it was in the first day. Oh, is it going to work? It's working, and it's working right now, and it's running really, really well. So it's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, shout
man.
out to the dev team too.
Yes,
Right?
man, the dev
Yeah,
team. This is a team effort. To get this out there. I know that, I get a lot of the limelight in regards to people saying thank you to me, and thank you for that. But, I couldn't do this on my own. And, lucky my boy there as well. We really appreciate it, but we can't do this on our own. This is a total team effort. So, whew, there you are. Lucky brother, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing, man. I mean, shoot, this is it's happening. It's happening, and just like what Danny was saying earlier, it's all about giving the opportunity, making sure it's real, making sure it's solid. That's always been our
Yeah,
thing, right? F the rug, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
absolutely.
and a lot of projects out there, especially with the tokens, you're dealing with volatile value fluctuations.
Yep.
So this is something where we have the ability now to kind of somewhat keep it simple, right? And so but still give a great opportunity to people who want to get involved. And so it is backed by real utility. And
Yeah.
so again, we're filling a need. That's the important thing to remember here. We're not trying to create a token and then hoping to find a user base for it or a need for it. It's the opposite. So it's easier
Yeah.
to fill a need rather than make a product and hopefully people would get into it, right? Yeah, I mean, so it's real. We thank you for all your support. It's been a great launch so far. It's only been less than a week, so but we can
Yeah.
see a lot of people starting to go crazy on it. And so
Absolutely.
again, the more liquidity that's provided, the more resources are there and leverage to expand. So the community just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's just one
Yeah.
big loop.
Bro, I'm getting messages like all the time from all these other influencers and devs and stuff like that, and they're messaging me and saying, "Hey, how can we support?"
Yeah,
Now, when you
thank
hear
you, and
that from the community,
yeah,
that is
vice
absolutely
versa.
beautiful. Yeah, thank you
Vice,
so much, and we will support you as well.
mm-hmm.
So you'd be surprised and amazed at the people that are reaching out to us at the moment. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's about collaboration and not competing. We're not trying to compete against other things. This is just another opportunity for people to diversify into and opportunity for these other projects to collab with us. So, I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm still buzzing because it's real now. It's here. This is really working. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Lots to do too. So we're
Yes.
barely even starting yet. So it's a great reaction, great response from the community, and this is
Yeah.
something that's we hope that it's gonna just blow up, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, we hope. Obviously, it's hope, but just based on the feedback that we've been getting, for the past few days, it's enormous, and that's total satisfaction on my side of things to see that, man, people are loving it. We're doing the right thing. So I can confidently say we are doing the right thing here, and we're just going to keep improving it as well. Improve it. There's our boy in the house, Carl. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for being there. Carl is KC, by the way, on the Telegram group. If you guys don't know that, so excited for Stableswap. Thank you, gentlemen. Finally, some real utility projects coming into the space. So sick of Ponzi's. There you go. Thank you, Haas. Thank you. So there you go. All right.
Hey, bro, just let me know if there's too much background noise, huh?
No, you're fine now, man. I can't hear anything now. Earlier, yeah, but now it's all good. It's all good. So, Today, we basically really want to use today, like we as an AMA. So anyone in the chats, if you have any questions, ask away. I will be sharing my screen in a little bit to go through different steps and talk about a couple of points that have been coming up in a few of the videos that people have been putting out there. Like with Blue Chip, he's been putting videos out there. Man, thank you for the support. Absolutely freaking awesome.
I gotta figure
so
out.
we'll adjust some of those things. Yep.
I'm gonna shout out you later. I don't want to cut you off, but I gotta figure out how to get my algorithm so it gets out there better. Because I only get like 100, 150 views, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh man, but that's good, brother. You got to start from somewhere. I mean, you're talking about 150 something views and how many subscribers you have. Your algorithms are probably better than mine. Okay. And it could be all those videos that you do in between, right? But no, we can talk about that. Oh yeah, man. Absolutely, man. The DJs there and I love it, man.
Hey, Crypto Lucky looks like my son and myself's former Taekwondo instructor. At first, I was like, I saw it.
Probably him.
And then I was telling my son about Stableswap, and I said it's by these guys. And as soon as he saw Crypto Lucky, they in our style they call him Sabon. He's like, it looks like Sabon. I'm like, oh, nice. So it's not just me.
Nice.
Crazy.
Hey, yeah, Fuzzy. Yes, actually, this week we are launching the YouTube channel for it. I mean, it's already there, but we're loading it up with videos starting very soon. We do have our own video editor in house that does all the YouTube shorts and stuff for us. So that's all going to be coming out in the in the coming weeks, or next couple of weeks, and really start driving this out there to everyone out there. But yeah, also for yourself too. Blue Chip, make some shorts, man. Make some YouTube shorts.
Okay.
Do that, man, and that'll help you.
Yeah, because I'd like to do some walkabouts like Drip Millions,
Yeah.
Instead of just sitting in front of a laptop all the time.
Absolutely. So definitely go and support Blue Chip Drip on his YouTube channel. Please do that. The boy is here supporting us all the time. And I'm going to put this out there. Shout out to Blue Chip and all the veterans on Veterans Day. Salute.
Salute,
man.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So there you go. Yep, Fuzzy, that'll help the algo. So do that. Absolutely do that. So there you are. Brandon is going to join us later on, so we'll wait and see what happens there. But in the meantime, before we go and show the screen, if anyone has questions like now that you want to ask us about Stableswap, do so. We've got Stableswap.live, the website running across the top of the screen there. And I'll also share now, I'll put it along the top there, the Telegram group. So, get over to the Telegram group. If you're not already there, I'll put that along the top here now. So, yeah. So Telegram, stable_swap. Find us over there. We've just put in a bot right now where it will show you every time that someone's adding another bit of liquidity. So it shows you that there's activity. It shows you that things are going on, and it's really exciting actually. When you see those numbers coming through, it's like, oh man, this is real.
Yeah.
Absolutely freaking beautiful. There you go, brother. You got another subscriber over onto your channel right now as well. Crypto Unlimited 22.
Oh man.
Yes. See? Woohoo!
I'm trolling, man.
Together.
I'm trolling, dude.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Blue Chip. So for you've been in it for a few days now, obviously. Is there any other questions that you have? Like, is there questions that you have about it that you might want us to address first?
I mean, as far as the application itself, it's so simple and user friendly. I mean, no questions there, and I don't have any questions as far as the business model and the sustainability. It's just that I want to just like Brandon, DeFi guy said earlier, I saw him asking some cool questions, and it'd be cool to be able to, when you're explaining it to people, give them some reinsurance on the stability of the project.
Yeah.
You know, but
okay. Speaking of the devil, the man's in the house. He's chomping away at some food.
Yeah.
Devil.
What's going on, Brandon?
The devil.
No.
You guys are talking about me. Yeah.
Brandon, welcome,
my
brother.
eating. I'm got a little.
That's all right. Just do
here.
it. Doesn't matter. We're not some prim and proper corporate show here. You know what I mean? We just be us.
No, I didn't know that.
Love it. Hey, Blue Chip, they're asking for you to do a salsa,
I just want to say, when I was driving to go see a customer, and I tuned into your channel, and I turned the volume up, just jamming to the music at the beginning, man. It's pretty cool, man.
Oh, my channel?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
There you go.
Link. Yeah, I play that same thing every live stream. Thank you.
It's a cool beat.
Yeah, man. Brandon's a legend, an absolute legend. So, great to have you on here, brother. I totally appreciate you. And exciting stuff, isn't it, bro? Stableswap.
Yeah. I'm trying to remain calm, but I'm also like, I should have my ape t-shirt on tonight. That's really how I feel, like ape.
I know, it's gone nuts, man. I mean, considering like we've done it again on a stealth launch, pretty much a stealth launch. And, I can just imagine if we had been doing this as a build up, how many more people would jump on board. But it really doesn't matter. I mean, you can see it's about organic growth, right? So people are coming in because they're starting to understand about it and starting to learn about it before they jump in. And I think that's really important. So,
in contrary to most DeFi protocols, our success in the protocol doesn't depend on a whole bunch of other people also getting in. Like,
absolutely.
That's the thing about having a protocol that's backed by a real world business. Like,
yes,
okay, people come, they don't come, whatever. I'm still making my 0.53% a day.
That's it. There's zero Panomics involved in this, brother. Zero Panomics. So, it's absolutely amazing. You put aside all the referral rewards part of it, and you're still making bank. You're still making good money just on the APRs alone. So, and sustainable as well. So absolutely beautiful, and that as we talked about on the stream earlier, the question has been raised, but what about the OTC if it's not, if people are not using it? Actually, that was one of the comments. Yeah, but what if the OTC only does $1,000 a month? Like, are you kidding me? This thing is being rolled over so many times a day that, that's generating money, man. So, beautiful. Put this up here, Fuzzy. Yeah, you found a great passive income stream. Stableswap. Yes, 100%.
Incredible.
100%.
Incredible.
So, and it's just early days. It hasn't even been here for a week yet. So it's just going to go crazier from this point on. So there you go. Lucky, you got anything else to say?
Yeah. Hold on. You see this one right here? It's fantastic. There's no volatility. Yes, absolutely, with the coins. But what about the APRs? So, I mean, I think that's something that needs to kind of be clarified, and how we're generating APRs. So, I mean, I'm going to share my screen real quick. This is just an example. I was just doing, a couple, let's see, a couple searches, and I'll give you this example here. So, if people want to get into crypto, right? Let's talk about OTC, over the counter. Really, it's just another word for kind of an exchange, right? Digital exchange. And say, I'll use an ATM as an example. It's not the exact, but, if I go Bitcoin ATMs in Las Vegas, like here at Coin ATM Radar. Can you guys see my screen all right?
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
So let me get on there again. Sorry.
Interesting.
I'm on the right one. So if I scroll down, I can see a bunch of different ATMs that are available within the Las Vegas area, right? And I could click on one. Say, let's go here. Let's go to this one. Oh, come on, man.
What, your screen frozen, or is it like is?
Yeah, it's. Hold on. I'm trying to refresh it.
It's your internet, bro. What's
Yeah,
going
my
on,
internet
man?
kind of sucks. Hold on. I think it started to like.
Stop sharing, start it, and do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. No, there you go. Scrolling.
Oh, you got it. All right, hold
It
on.
was. Do it again.
I've been using Skylink. I think that's what it's called. Skylink.
Starlink.
Starlink. Thank you. Yeah, I've been using Starlink in Puerto Rico. It works well, really well.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. One of our other friends has Starlink. It's pretty stable, huh?
Yeah.
So here's one ATM, and if I were to, I don't know if you guys could see me zoom in, right? So to buy Bitcoin, for example, they're going to charge you a $5 US fee plus 12.9%. That's their spread. That's what you call the spread, right? I mean, the difference between buying and selling. So they're going to add 17.9%. So when you want to buy crypto in Las Vegas at this ATM, these are the charges, right?
Dang.
And so we keep using 4% as an example, but this is what I mean by, imagine if you were to provide liquidity. Now, in order for this ATM to spit out Bitcoin or even buy your Bitcoin back, they need what's called liquidity, right? So they need the Bitcoin ready for someone to buy it, and they need the US dollars ready for someone to sell it. There needs to be someone on the other side of this exchange, the other side of the trade, right? And so that's where the revenues are being generated from. And so the spread and the fees that are generated by our partners, they are providing liquidity for Stableswap's OTC that's coming up December 1st, plus other existing partners that they have that are in need of the actual liquidity. The demand, we keep saying, the demand is extremely high and is always expanding, because once we get new people on, especially here in the Philippines, it's great that the adoption is growing at a good pace. It could be a lot faster, right? So Stableswap is one way where people could then on board on their first experience in crypto. They could buy their first crypto because we have multiple apps here in the Philippines where you can then put money from your bank or other apps like Gcash or there are many ways to get money in. Once you have money in, you can now swap. You could use Stableswap to then convert your pesos to crypto and vice versa. And I mean, the fees that they're offering are not this high, but it is a decent rate. So you may get that 1.5% at some places, or even 0.5%, or it could be 4%, depending on the actual provider and the operator of these OTCs, right? And now that $100, if you're getting 4%, okay, you provide liquidity. That $100 worth of USDT is then used to be on both sides, right? And so now once that exchange happens, there's 4%, boom, $4. And then someone wants to sell, okay, $4 again, 4%, 4%, 4%, 3%, 2%. And that could roll over multiple times a month, multiple times a week, multiple times a day.
Yep.
And that is actually what's happening right now. So, of course, they're saying, well, who are these people? This is all done through our partners, and they have partnerships in place already, existing partnerships and existing operations. So it's not something that is really opened to the public, of course, right? Yeah. But it's great that, again, I keep saying, we're filling a demand, right? We're filling a demand that's
well, it's not open to the public, but through the new Stableswap protocol, it kind of is now open to the public.
It is,
right?
You will see for the Stableswap OTC, we will see more specific numbers for our particular exchange.
Yeah.
OTC.
Are you guys gonna have on the website? Are you gonna have like some metrics or some like stats showing showing like maybe the daily volume or something on the OTC exchange?
That's a possibility. We'll discuss that with our partners and see if that's something we really want to open up to the public. But that would be a great idea to see the sheer volume of what's actually happening, right? With what we have control over, meaning our own OTC.
Yeah, because again, the liquidity is also being used on other things. So I mean, sure, we could, quite possibly show the stats specifically for the Stableswap OTC, but when you talk about it as a whole,
as general,
with everything else, that's probably not something that we can show at this point. Obviously, there's
this is something we actually don't realize, because it's some partners may be doing about $3 to $5 million a day in liquidity. Some of them, over $10-20 million a day. So it's a enormous market, and we don't notice that. And it's very similar to, well, not similar. I shouldn't say this, but I think of forex brokerages. I'm sure many of us are involved in some of those trading bots, right? And they in order to trade forex, you have to sign up with an actual broker. These brokers are then licensed under certain jurisdictions, and then they are able to sell you, or you're able to participate in a trade for, say, US dollar versus Japanese yen. And if I were to put $100 trade and I get 10% or 10 times leverage, then that $100 turns into $1,000. Who's providing the liquidity? These brokerages have liquidity providers and market makers that will then partner with these brokerages that you have an account with, and they will then be providing liquidity. And many of the times they will take the opposite side of the trade, right?
Yeah.
So if you're betting $100 for a long, they'll be able to cover it times 10 leverage, 10x leverage, and be able to have that ability to then pay you out when you sell. And so it's a little. I'm trying to simplify it. I hope I'm not making it more complicated. But even in forex brokerages, they require a huge amount of liquidity, right, through the market. So
exactly. So, no, that's very interesting to think of it. And I also thought of another kind of a analogy to sort of illuminate how much potential is in this business. But that makes a lot of sense. And 10 times leverage is actually, that's pretty low.
It's very
a lot of these forex brokers, they'll give you 100 to 1. And then your question is spot on. It's like, okay, I literally deposited $1,000 into my forex brokerage account, but then I'm able to buy and sell, $100,000 worth of different, fiat currencies, right? I'm able to trade $100,000. Well, where does that liquidity come from? And that's there are liquidity providers in the forex exchange, the foreign exchange markets, and they're providing their capital and getting a nice fee to do that. So that's exactly, that's very similar to what we're doing with Stableswap, right? We're providing our capital to fill orders. And the other thing that I thought of while you were talking about that, Lucky, was, you're talking about the Bitcoin ATMs. And I just remember when I was in the Philippines a few different times, you also have these little kiosks and these little storefronts where they're doing foreign currency exchange.
Yes.
And so you come with your dollars and you want to buy some pesos, right?
Yep.
Or vice versa. And I just always hated doing business with those little places because the fees are so exorbitant.
Yep.
But then if you from a customer perspective, that sucks to be paying those fees. But from a business owner perspective, it's like, license to print money. So that's another analogy for what's happening here with the Stableswap.
Yes.
I'm just going to put this up on screen. This is Carl. one of our partners as well. So it's a great idea. We anyway have to maintain and report spread earnings to the regulators and tax guys. We can discuss internally. If we all agree, we may just display the stats.
Nice.
There you go. Beautiful. Thanks again, brother.
Oh, that was an answer to my question earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we could display the actual stats, numbers, right, of actual volume.
I mean, I was just talking about for the actual Stableswap OTC exchange.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. So there you go. That's a positive thing. We'll definitely be looking into that. So before we show the actual website, is there anyone else out there that like has any questions so far up to this point? I mean, if you've already, some of you are already on it, some are not, some are, sitting on the fence at the moment. If you've got any questions, please ask
some
away.
Are adding to their position as we speak.
Blue chip adding almost every bloody day.
No, I don't want to take up your time. It's just that I was like, well, I'll go in a little bit, but then I started offering a different life insurance product that I quit writing, but I was good at it because it pays good up front, but there's no residuals. So with this, I called my telemarketer and I said, add life insurance back in. And it sort of took off about the same time. And I said, well, man, I'm going to put some more in. So, I don't,
Yeah, I noticed you mentioned that about, obviously with your life insurance things, you're getting a bigger amount up front, etc. But then it dies off over time. You want to expand on that a little bit more? So we know your strategy there.
Bigger money up front, but then next year, you got to get right back on that treadmill, man. So I started focus on insurance products with the same residuals. But with this, I'm like, man, maybe I'll put some life in there and take those commissions and build this bag up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good for you, man. That's good. That's
beautiful, brother. Beautiful opportunity. Yeah. I'll just prepare my screen over on the other side here so I can start showing the guys the just refresh it.
We've talked about this multiple times before and internally where you're talking about opportunity and we're in a great country that is very forward thinking when it comes to blockchain crypto regulation. And so it's now allowing the people to get on board. It's wide open doors. And so, wide open doors to who exactly? And it's people that are, I mean, you could call it an emerging economy or a third world country. Really, emerging economy is a better term because, some people, their income levels are pretty low, but with an opportunity like this with Stableswap, now they could build generational wealth. They have an ability to, and that's where the fun part. That's the fun part about this whole thing is we're able to, we're looking at an office right now where we are able to then just educate people about money and building wealth, active income versus passive income, and they could start small, right? And starting small with $50 is still a big amount over on this side, but getting them into that whole mindset of how can you make a difference in your life by kind of tweaking the way you think about money and generating income. And so that when helping one person on board, again, that's a new person coming into the market for the actual OTC, right? So we're expanding the market just by educating people and by helping them find ways to earn money, right?
Yeah.
And so it's starting to get really exciting right now. And we're on the streets, you know what I'm saying? We're right on the streets.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so here's a question from Huss. Can we add to our initial early bird stakes after December 1, or is each deposit a new stake? Each one is a new one, bro. It's a new liquidity provision. So you can't actually add to, whatever liquidity provisions you have there. There would be a whole new one. So I hope that answers your question there. And Carl's replying to that as well. Each deposit of a new stake. There you go. All right. Well, I'm going to share the screen. I'll share my screen over here. Just the window. Okay. There you go. So there is the website. I'll put it back up the top again so you guys can see. Where are we? Okay, stableswap.live. Let's go back to the chat. Okay, stableswap.live, scrolling across the top of the screen there. You go there, and this is the first page that you're going to see. Obviously, whilst we're before December 1, this is going to be showing up. Early bird opportunity, get up to 193% APR on stablecoins. We made an adjustment on launch. This was going to be 191%. But we decided we'd give you a couple of extra percent there as well. So it's up to 193% APR on stables. So stables, USDT, USDC, or BUSD. So you just close that off. And even if you do, you still have the opportunity to do it up here as well on the top. So stable swap, liquidity by the people, for the people. And as you can see, we've only been running since Wednesday, my time. So that's only like 4 or 5 days. Already we've got 92 providers in there. Total liquidity provided at this point is 27,694. This is not including what people have deposited into their wallet, right? Because there's a few people that are sitting there with that have signed up, joined up, and then they've got funds sitting in their wallet, but they haven't actually put it into the provisions yet. Okay, haven't added to the liquidity provision yet. So, which is absolutely amazing, right? Considering again, there was no pre-sales, no big hype up to this. We just did a stealth launch, and the the response has been great. So it's still very, very early days. Great opportunity for people to get in. So as you can see here, I'll just zoom into this here so you can see. Okay, regulated EMI VASP custodian licenses by way of partnership. Okay, partnership with Top One Tech, which you'll see at the bottom in a minute. We'll show you that. So all the licenses, KYC, AML, CTF, KYC, travel rule, and sanctions compliant. So very secure, very, very secure. I'll scroll out a little bit there. Early bird promo, you've still got another 18 days to get on board with that. And you just go to the site and you can click on get started and it'll take you to the sign up page. All right, so step in the future, basically swap fiat to tokens effortlessly. I'm not going to go read everything there, but optimize returns through liquidity pools. And then we've got the affiliate programs as well. Now, I know this is the basic way. You got short term, medium term, and long term. And these figures here is after the early bird. So this is what it would be after the early bird, okay? We'll go into more detail of the early bird in a minute, but just generally on the standard ones, you're looking at 0.1% daily, 336.5% APR for 60 days, which is the minimum term. Medium 0.2% daily, 73% APR for 120 days. And the long term is 0.35% daily, which is 127.75% APR for 300 days, which again is still absolutely huge. Even if you don't take advantage of the early bird. These APRs are massive. Wouldn't you agree, Brandon?
Oh my gosh, yeah. These are life-changing APRs. And it's something I thought of earlier when you guys were talking about, people getting started and starting to think about finances and money differently, and being educated in the ways of DeFi and crypto and what's possible. And it occurred to me that with these kinds of APRs, it's not going to be overnight. No, but it's going to be a very rapid transformation in that person's financial situation.
Yep.
You're talking about, if they go through the 300 days, 0.5% a day really, really acts quickly,
Oh, yep. It does. Totally, and again, if you're not in the space and you're looking at other things, what's a bank going to give you? Right. Definitely not that.
So definitely it's and it gives us that ability now, because it's web 0.2 going to web 0.3, 3.0. We're kind of web 2.5, right? So
Yeah.
we're now with the regulations here in the Philippines and the way the landscape, the current landscape is with the industry here, it gives us that ability to do that. Which is great. And you know, traditional finance, like Danny said, what are the banks going to give you? Yes, so people are still doing that. People are still buying bonds and mutual funds and whatnot. But now, with the birth of crypto and at the stage that we're at right now, people are understanding that, hey, I could get a lot better return when I'm on the crypto side. Now, how do you bridge the gap from going from traditional fiat to the crypto side? And that's what we're doing here. That's our mission, is to kind of bridge that gap and create those bridges to allow people, to make it easier for people to then get on the other side or attain those high APRs without really going through the whole technical, without a whole bunch of technical experience and what, trying to make it easier for people to get there, right?
That's it. I noticed from the call earlier, Brandon, you talked about like liquidity pairing and things like that over on PancakeSwap, and how much you could actually make and things like that. I think you said it was something like 65% APR, which again is very high. But the thing is, you got to sit there and watch that thing and monitor that. Yeah. Whereas with Stableswap, it's just literally just set and forget, for that term. So
absolutely. Yeah. Another cool thought is somebody can get started with Stableswap and get their initial bag in there, and then they're earning that nice daily income. And then what they could do from there is kind of leapfrog that, where maybe once a week, maybe once a couple of weeks, once a month, something, accumulate their rewards, withdraw them to their Web3 wallet, go DCA into some of these tokens,
something else,
and that's where you could just completely amplify if you choose some good tokens. And if we get further and further into this DeFi crypto bull market, now you're talking about maybe they get a 10x, maybe they get 100x, and they really just completely change their life very, very rapidly.
Absolutely. So exciting times, and I'm going to drink to that one. Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul.
Oh,
and then someone else also getting started with this. Maybe they don't have a big amount of money to get started. Like in the Philippines, it's tough for a lot of people to even scrape together $50. But they could sort of leverage their time and their network of friends and family and coworkers and acquaintances. Then they can start to get some affiliates into their program and start earning some extra money that way too. So it all grows.
Totally.
It all grows from there.
Totally. That's a big focus of us over the coming months, is building those opportunities for people over here to be able to, onboarding new people and getting them involved in this, and showing that benefit that, okay, you may not have a lot to begin with yourself initially, but you grow your team, and you got as much opportunity as everybody else then. So absolutely awesome, which puts us to the next stage here. And this is maximizing your earnings, your earning potential with affiliate program, advanced fee sharing. I won't go into all the details here, but pretty much how it works is you've got your first level direct referral. So that's someone's directly underneath you. As soon as they go and provide liquidity, not just put it into their wallet on the system, but as soon as they provide liquidity, that person directly underneath you, which is your first level, you get 5%, equivalent to 5% of what they've put in. So if you were to put in 100 USDT, if they were to put in 100 USDT, you would be rewarded 5 USDT. Okay, straight up, as soon as they've provided liquidity. Okay, so
and I can attest to that. It works perfectly, and I've been able to withdraw my my rewards too.
Awesome. Congrats, bro.
It does. It works great. And see, there's some testimony straight away. So your second level is the person underneath the person that's underneath you. You would be rewarded 2% of that. Oh, yeah, 2% of that. And then the person underneath them, it's 1%. And then that's where it stops. Okay, so this is a sustainable referral system, affiliate program, advanced fee sharing. So it's not going down like 15 levels, 100 levels. It's not binary or anything like that. There's uni level, which goes down to 3 levels max. Okay. But again, that's not stopping you from creating new accounts or whatever. That's entirely up to you. But yeah, so advanced fee sharing. Now, on top of that, which you didn't know about earlier, Brandon, on top of that is this boost your passive income with the bonus rewards, which is also AFS, which is advanced fee sharing. So how that works is anyone directly underneath you, so your first level, whatever they're earning, so let's say they earn, like on the example here, let's say they earn $200 worth of USDT, so 200 USDT, you would then be receiving 20. Okay, so this is an additional bonus. This is based on earnings, not just because they've deposited in. Now, the way that you can you are eligible for this is that you have to at least have one active liquidity provision with a value of a minimum of 100 stable coins. So whether that's USDT, USDC, or BUSD. Okay, so that's a maintenance thing. You have to have that before you can receive these additional AFS rewards. Yeah. So again, keeping it sustainable.
Yeah,
right?
and
yeah.
Sorry. Otherwise, what?
Otherwise, you get people that go in and just try to sign up and just sit there and kind of milk the system without actually being active themselves. So that eliminates.
So the minimum is you have to have provided at least $100.
Yes,
of
but then that
liquidity.
could be split over stakes. So you could have two $50 ones if you wanted.
Sure.
Yeah. And these numbers have been calculated carefully, right? And these are advanced fees. Ultimately, that's basically how it's structured. So that it's not coming from, it's not being deducted from anybody providing liquidity. It doesn't work that way. These are advanced fees coming from our actual partners. And so it's very sustainable when you think about that. Now, even if you were to take, this bonus off and the affiliate rewards off, and you go back up to the actual APRs when someone's providing liquidity, the question I always ask with every project that I get into, do I need to refer somebody in order to make money? The question is no, right? You could just come here as your own personal, I always call it my own personal portfolio, and will the project still sustain? If I'm the only one who will be providing liquidity, will the project still be alive? The answer, of course, is yes. You don't need to refer anybody. You don't need to, get other people and, fresh capital people, and other protocols that we've all been involved with. We're all talking about fresh capital. This business is sustaining with us or without us. Right? That's the actual fact. So what we're doing is they're opening doors to allow us to get involved on that side, to participate. So if even without the affiliate program and the bonus rewards, just with the simple providing of liquidity, that is sustainable already. That's the actual product, if you want to call it, right?
Is the top one tech, like, what's in it for them to open up the doors for liquidity providers like us? Like, yes. do they literally just not have enough liquidity to do all the business that they could otherwise be doing?
Yeah, they're already doing business, right?
Yeah.
So they do have partners that they are providing liquidity for, and the demand is high. Where yes, the more liquidity that is available, the more leverage and resources they have for their existing partners and potential partners, where they cannot provide liquidity at this stage of time because it is not enough, right? So again, the demand is high, and so the demand is high. So to answer the question, by opening up liquidity for other people to provide, it just opens up more doors for them on that side to expand.
There you go. Any questions out there, guys? Please feel free to ask away. I refreshed the screen, so it's actually now putting it into the dashboard here. So we'll get into the dashboard part in a second. But something I do want to raise, and this is for because I've seen it in the chats and I've seen it on a few of the streams. I'm just going to go into this section here, which is your profile once you've created it. Obviously, this is unverified because, well, one, this is just an account that I created just to show people I'm not active in this at all, obviously, because, you know, it's our system anyway. So I'm not sharing my referral link or anything like that. But basically this here where you have your profile set up, okay, all of these details over here, update profile, you don't need to enter any of these because I've had questions, oh, nationality, you know, it doesn't show US, doesn't show, you know, United States or whatever, and that's not necessary. Okay, just so you know, these details here is only, this is for KYC if you're actually going to be using the OTC. So like for people in the Philippines or people over in Dubai or whatever, for most of the guys there in the US or Australia or throughout Europe, you don't need to fill in any of these details at all. Okay, so there's no KYC on that. The KYC is really just when you're using the OTC. So for anyone watching, you don't have to do this. Okay, you don't have to do any of that. So there you go. Now let's go back over to the dash. Oh, and if you do, then you can set up things like your two-factor authentication. You can update your passwords, etc. Which is really good. Now just back over to the dashboard. Yep. Sorry, go, Brandon.
I just thought of something is when you're doing a withdrawal, you literally just put in whatever crypto address you want to put in.
That's right. So you can send it directly to somebody else if you want to.
So that's an opportunity where, you know, your rewards, that's completely non-KYC right there.
Yep, that's right.
Completely anonymous. You just, you know, you can just generate an address and send the rewards to that address and boom, you know, there's no affiliation with that address and anybody, you know.
So this is why we are, you know,
not that I would ever do anything like that. I keep everything on the level. I report everything.
That's right. You know, this is where we have that mix. It's almost like a hybrid where you've got DeFi and CeFi coming together. Okay, which is it's a beautiful thing.
I just thought of a really cool idea, which would be if you can kind of do a similar thing that Arc Finance has done, where you can have air cards, you know, like the prepaid MasterCard or debit card, and then from your rewards, just load those rewards onto a virtual prepaid MasterCard or Visa.
Well, I noticed that Atlas was on the stream earlier. And I want to talk with Atlas because, hey, this actually opens up a lot of doors to be able to collab with people like Arc, for example, projects like Arc, right?
Yes.
So we can work on a way, you know, they do it over here and then bring it over to there and go into the ArcFi and etc. You know,
I don't know if Carl's going to answer that, but I know, you know, without getting into it, definitely that's in the works. So that has been in the works already, Brandon. So.
SSS is an extension of Top One Tech. Top One Tech earns from on-ramp, off-ramp fees also. That's the answer to that question.
Yeah. But yeah, going to the cards, Brandon, I'm very confident that is going to be one of the features that we will be implementing based on certain talks that have been going on internally.
Man, that would be so cool.
I just gotta be careful what I say.
But Brandon, it's awesome, right? That you see all the things that can possibly come out of this. So we are in very, very early days right now. Yeah. Okay. Here, this is Carl. FYI. TTC is in the process of sealing the deal.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. That's from him, man. Right?
Okay, so yeah.
That's TTC.
Top One Tech.
Yeah, Top One Tech.
Yeah. Top One Tech Corporation.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there you go. So
There you go.
the
Thanks, Carl.
cards will be available. All right. This is stuff we didn't want to say, but now it gets even more exciting, doesn't it, Brandon?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the potentials here, man. The potentials.
So once the OTC launches, you'll see your dashboard kind of get an upgrade. Now, these are for people who are in, for example, the countries that we are accepting fiat from, like the Philippines. So for any Filipinos out there, you'll have the abilities to load your balances through GCash, Shopee Pay, GrabPay, all the different available money in sources through your bank. And same thing with off-ramp. So you're able to withdraw directly to your bank account or through your Grab or GCash. So that's going to be exciting, and that'll go for depending on which country you're in, and we have the OTC already set up.
Well, there, and then obviously for the other countries that is not yet available, then we can do some kind of talks with ARC, for example, or other protocols. So yeah, it's exciting.
What the company TTC is it primarily doing business in the Philippines with pesos, or is it also doing business in other countries, or is that just a expansion plan, those other countries?
Bro, let's let Carl answer that one.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Do that. Yeah, I mean, we there's certain things that we can talk about, but obviously it's better coming from Carl on that one.
Yeah. Sure.
But it will definitely be answered. You just watch those messages, and he'll come up with it there. Right? But it just goes to show that, like, where we are with this and the legitimacy of this project is fantastic.
Correct. And again, when Top One Tech holds the licenses with the central bank here in the Philippines, and so those licenses are not readily available. They're not easy to get. Actually, the central bank has rescinded a few licenses, so they stopped issuing certain licenses, and they're very strict on compliance. In order to maintain the licenses, it's you have to jump through hoops and make sure that your system, your technology is up to, above board and up to par with what they require. So it's not, what's that?
License in Philippines, partnerships in other countries.
There you go.
Yeah.
Simple answer.
Oh, wait, I missed it. I'm sorry. I was looking at a different screen.
License in Philippines, partnerships in other countries. Partnerships in other countries, and that's why we can do, like, Indian rupees. We can do,
correct.
As you can see here on this here. Oh, sorry, I'm clicking on this screen, and I should be clicking over on this one. It's like,
So
let's zoom into this bit here.
And currently, that's what's available. So all the other countries that we don't see on there, there are
other ones
existing companies out there, OTCs, and people that require liquidity and are licensed to then offer over-the-counter services. And we may see US there, or Canada, or Australia, as we move forward. So
here's an addition there. So base is business in Philippines, and the business model is B2B, means that business all over can plug in and use its services.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Right. So there you go. So as you can see over here again, at the moment there's PHP, Indian rupees, Turkish lira, AED, which is the Arab Emirates dirham. I think I pronounced that right, and the Vietnamese dong. Okay, so
sweet.
And then be adding to that as well.
Okay,
so through our APRs. So let's bring.
So a simple thing, like how I know in our other protocols we were talking about, like MoonPay, right? That's an OTC, an exchange that we could ultimately provide liquidity for as well, right? So any type of on-ramp, off-ramp solutions in other countries, we're able to plug in, or they are able to plug into the systems that our partners have.
Yes,
through API.
All right. Keep talking, guys. Just a second. I just got to plug this thing in. My watch is low back. Yeah. So okay. So this going onto this screen here. As soon as you make a deposit into your wallet, so you've signed up. It now creates a wallet for you on the Stableswap system, and these would be your balances. Obviously, mine is 0 because I'm not using this account. This is just specifically to show you guys, the dashboard, etc. So when you deposit in, your balances would appear here under USDT, USDC, or BUSD. Let's go to the deposit section here. When you go to deposit, you have the option USDT, USDC, or BUSD. So let's say I selected USDT. And now that allows me to bring in USDT from Tron Chain or Ethereum Chain or Binance Smart Chain. All right, which is absolutely awesome as well. So you have that option there. So a lot of we know that a lot of USDT, majority of USDT is over on Tron Chain at the moment. So, yep. So you've got those options there. USDC obviously is just Ethereum chain. All right, just bear in mind obviously that different chains there's different fees. Okay, and then you have BUSD, which is on the Binance Smart Chain. All right, so you have that option there, and then once you do that, it gets you. Let's go back over to here to USDT. All right, so you would select which chain you want to go on. So let's say we select BSC, and that then gives you a QR code that you can scan directly with your wallet. So wallet app, so like MetaMask or whatever, you can scan the QR code. Or alternatively, and you see that there's a network, so that's a BEP20 network. Let me just increase the size of that. So that's Binance. It gives you the deposit address. You could just copy that and you can send directly to it. Whatever amount you put into your wallet you want to send, that's where you would add that address in and go, okay, I want to send X amount of USDT. So is that clear?
Crystal clear, man.
Super simple process.
I will mention,
yes.
So I did the test earlier today, several hours ago, of withdrawing some BUSD, and on the withdrawal page it said that the fee was going to be 0. It ended up being $2.
Yes. It actually said that.
Well, so like if
that's
I tried to withdraw a different coin, it said that the fee was going to be $2. But when I set it up to withdraw BUSD on the Binance network, the little thing at the bottom said the fee was going to be 0. But I was like, there's going to be a fee. And so sure enough, instead of the 106, it was 104. I had 106 withdraw, and I got 104 in my wallet.
Okay.
I'm letting him know about it.
All right. Yeah, that'll just be a text down the bottom there, and the guys can fix that up. I'm sure they're watching. The tech team are watching the stream at the moment, as well as Carl's there. So now just in regards to that, yes, the fees. Now, if you're withdrawing via Ethereum, the fee is $10. Okay, we kind of set it at $10. There may be a slight variance in there, but on average, you're looking at $10. For Tron and also for BSC, you're looking at $2. So when you consider we're very used to these other dApps where it's like 10% and then 10%, and then so it's like,
right.
This is actually really, really minimal. Very, very minimal.
And for the Ethereum chain, if you notice, like for example, if you're a crypto.com user, that's pretty much how much you're getting charged as well. Because again, this is more on the CFI side, so there are payment gateways that are being integrated with. So $10 at the current network conditions, that it's set at $10. So again, this could fluctuate a little, but we're trying to make sure that we're able to cover the existing fees that we are being charged for the payment processor. So yes, it's the same as crypto.com, for example, like for Ethereum, if you're dealing with Ethereum. Yeah.
So just on this here, what about adding calculator to Stableswap? Yes, we have a simulator that will be added to it very soon. We've discussed that, and that's definitely something that's coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the deposits the deposits do come through pretty quickly. Less
I
than
mean, there's
14
an
minutes.
occasional one. There's an occasional one where it's, you know, it takes a little bit of time, but mostly, you know, 3 to 4 minutes is done, you know.
Yep.
So there's that. Now, the other factor here is we have internal transfer as well. Okay, so if you have a friend or whatever that's in the system, you can actually do a transfer over just by putting in their email or their username, and you can select what it is that you want, USDT, USDC, or BUSD, and you can transfer that internally as well. And it's a 0.5% fee.
Yeah. This could be used as like an
Really
airdrop
cheap.
kind of function, right?
Yeah, you could use it for that.
To your team.
So super awesome. All right. Now, I just want to address this question here. Isn't BUSD getting phased out? Yeah, look, I actually Huss, I actually put this on the because this was asked in the Telegram as well, and I've put a link there. What it is that BUSD on the BSC chain, a Binance chain, is actually pegged BUSD. It's not native BUSD. So, you know, again, DYOR, but that is the case, right? They're two different things. It's pegged BUSD.
And the company Binance the company Binance is the one that does that peg. And
yes.
So Binance, the actual company, has pledged that they will continue to back, you know, BUSD 1-to-1 for I don't know forever, but like as long as it's needed, like you're good to go. Yeah. But that being said, projects, you know, on the Binance Smart Chain are starting to like phase out BUSD just you know, just to use a stable coin that isn't, you know, kind of on its way out. But there's no danger of not getting 1-to-1 value of US dollar to BUSD.
Yeah,
correct. So ultimately what's going to be happening is the minting is going to stop, right? Because the minting is actually done not by Binance, it's done through Paxos, right? So from what I understand, they had the not cease and desist, but that order, because I believe Paxos is a Canadian company, if I'm not mistaken. Don't mark my words, but
Paxos is in New York and regulated by an agency in New York.
There you go. So don't listen to whatever I say. But I mean, ultimately, the minting is going to stop, but the BUSD is still around. So there is going to be that supply, that circulating supply.
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
the tokens don't go anywhere. They're still on the various chains.
They don't disappear into thin air or anything like that. They're still there. So, you know, very usable. Now, here
I'm curious. Will that mean that BUSD may increase in price then? Because now it's
scarcity.
They're going to stop minting it. It's going to be a fixed supply. That's interesting.
No, because the minting was only associated with, you know, fresh USD coming in.
Yeah.
And that's a great business for Paxos. Like they just, you know, it was another B2B type of a business. It is another B2B type of a business, like Carl had said there, where, you know, Paxos just does business with these different centralized exchanges.
Correct.
And centralized exchanges send dollars, and Paxos sends, you know, BUSD tokens for a nice little fee.
Yep,
that's right. So, okay, so here we are on the liquidity pools. This is a juicy part, absolutely juicy part with the early bird special, which is like a pre-launch special, pre-launch to the OTC. Guys, if you're not out there already, man, take advantage of this. You've got 18 days left, and you have short-term, medium-term, long-term. Obviously, the longer term that you go with, the higher the APR. But I mean, even still, you know, 60 days, set and forget, APR 54.75%, absolutely amazing, 0.15% per day. Medium term 0.3, so 109.5% APR. I mean, which is, it's ridiculous, right? Or 120-day term. And obviously this is the nicest one out of the lot. I mean, it's 300 days, 193.45% APR, which is 0.53% daily. I mean, super, super exciting. So after the pre-launch, then we go down into the standards, which is down here, standard liquidity pools. And so you're looking at, you know, 60 days is 0.1%, 120 days, 0.2%, 300 days, 0.35% daily, 127.75%, which is massive anyway. Regardless of whether you you go into the early bird. I mean, maybe your funds are coming through next month. Well, that's fine too. I mean, sure, you miss out on this, but look at this as a, look at the APR on this alone. That's 127.75%. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Where can I find, here you go. Where can I find the promo video?
You're watching it.
Yeah, and love the dancing birds. Love the dancing birds. You know what? I'm going to play that one more time right now while we're on here. Hang on, show on stream. Here we go. So there you go. I love that. I absolutely love that.
Yeah,
Big
You guys
shout
always
out to
come up
Lucy.
with cool little promo videos.
Yeah, we got
liked
lots more coming, brother. We got lots more coming, which is absolutely going to be killing it. So big shout out to Lucy, who's our internal video editor as well. She's in house. She does all the stuff. We conceptualize it and then give it to her and say, "Hey, put your magic to it," and she just comes up with these crazy, amazing things.
fun, very fun.
Yeah, it's
sweet.
beautiful. Well, when I first told her about it, she goes, "Oh, how do we do it?" And I said, "No, just work on this, work on that," and then that's what she came up with. And it's like, wow, absolutely love it. What's not to love about that?
Yeah.
So
Cute.
super cool. Okay, so I'll put this back up onto the screen again. So yep, so that's the liquidity pools, and then in here you will see the this will give you the stats as well on what you currently have in there. Affiliate program, we discussed it a little bit earlier on, but again, just to confirm on that again.
Sorry, bro. Can you go back to liquidity just to explain again? So when you lock in and provide liquidity, for example, like 300 days, you will be earning that percentage, 0.53% a day, which 193.45% per year. Now, after the 300 days, what happens is you will stop earning on that, and you have the ability to withdraw whatever you put in for liquidity. Right? Just to clarify on that, just to make sure everybody understands that.
Yeah. APR, by the way, guys, is annual percentage rate. Just so you know, annual percentage rate. Okay. So you would get that amount, and then also the initial amount that you put in after that 300 days. But on that as well, because these are daily rewards, you can claim these rewards daily, provided that it's accumulated to a threshold of $50. Okay. So once it reaches $50, you can claim it out. I mean, again, if you're like some of the other people that are already in it, already in it, where they receive referral rewards already as well, you can literally start claiming out day one if you really want to. Yeah. Okay.
So that's a great question right here. 0.53%, is that fixed? It is right now. It is fixed based on current market conditions and current demands. So we're always putting up to, because there may be a possibility where the rates could fluctuate. However, for example, like if you're set for the 300, then yes, it is fixed. You're set for that amount that you actually at the time of providing liquidity. But the rates for future stakes may change for future liquidity providing. Again, based on demand, it's ultimately calculated on the current demand versus the amount that's being provided, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that 127.
I mean, that makes sense. It's a business that's being run, and there's a lot of factors that play into that, like how much business is actually being done on the OTC.
Correct.
And how many people, how many millions of dollars of liquidity has been provided, and it's kind of like you have to split all of the fee revenue with all of the liquidity providers.
Yes.
Kind of a simple function, probably.
Yeah.
as well as, you know, a profit factor for top one.
I'm gonna put this up here. Photo headers are a bit dodgy.
What?
I know. Pavan, could you hear that, bro? Did you hear that, Pavan? That's that guy, you know, our main dev in the background there. Like, seriously. Yeah, that's coming. We're able to change that very soon, okay? And that is not any of our team, by the way. It's literally not any of our team. I don't know where they got that from, but yeah.
It's like one of those stock footage,
yeah, a placeholder.
Yeah, but we have raised that, so we have talked about that internally. So that definitely will be changing soon. Okay, and you'll be able to put your own pictures up there if that's what you want to do. Okay, so we cool with that now, Lucky? Let's go to the affiliate. Back to there.
Yeah. I just want to make sure it was because that question has been raised. Like, what happens after the 300 days, right?
Yeah,
you can already change it. By the way,
you can change your
profile picture.
Okay.
Oh, there you
so
go.
They already did it. Oh, cool.
I think so.
Cool.
I mean, I'm trying it out right now. I literally
they're probably working on it as we speak.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff in the pipeline and roadmap. So they're just knocking them off real quick. Again, big shout out to them. They're going crazy right now. 24 hours a day. These guys are fast. Yeah. Right. So
hey, just a shout out to we've got a few of the team that are Indian. So I'm just gonna say to the Indians out there, the part of the team, happy Diwali.
Yes.
I think that's how you say it. Happy Diwali. Diwali is today, which is like the Indian Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And we've got a few of the guys that, although it's Happy Diwali, they're still working today. So big shout out to those guys out there.
Yeah,
so yeah, we've got a whole team. Some of them are Indian. So happy Diwali.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so we've pretty much touched on this. We know what this is about now. Again, just to you know.
Oh, and just for saying that they're not outsourced. They're organic.
No, they're in-house. They're in-house. They're not outsourced.
So, yeah. There's no outsourcing done here.
Yeah, they're part of the company. So it's not outsourced.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Yeah.
Hey, after the 300 days, can you automatically restake it, or do you just have to withdraw it and restake it like a fresh new deposit?
Yeah, you go to your wallet.
Yeah, it will. You don't have to withdraw it. It's ultimately going to be in your wallet already, so you could then restake it.
Okay, great.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, so I don't think we need to expand too much on this. Again, just to say this, if you're looking at this, AFS bonus is advanced fee sharing, and that's based on the earnings of your direct downline. Okay, so it's 10%, and then the normal referral rewards is 5%, 2%, 1%, 5% for your direct, 2% from your second level, and 1% from your third level. And all of those referral rewards will appear up here, your affiliate and your affiliate earnings, so you can see exactly how much. Obviously, I don't have anything on this account because I'm not using this account at all. All right. I don't have my own accounts on here. That's why I kind of leave it to people to go and, you know, share their own referral rewards or their referral links on the Telegram group. And yeah. Okay. So, and then the next one will be history. So history of, you know, the rewards, transaction history and affiliate history. And you can select dates as well. There you go. Now we also have support ticket. Oh, this is the FAQs, but there's also support in here, so you can do support tickets. All right, and that's pretty much that. I'll stop sharing the screen. You know, crazy, amazing stuff, ladies and gentlemen out there in the stream. Ask away. This is the AMA. Ask anything, or AUA. Ask us anything. Blue chip, does that like confirm a few of the other things that you may have been thinking, and you know, like with the profiles and all of that?
You know, it's so simple. It's not too many moving parts. You know, it's freaking awesome, man. You know,
keeping it simple, but yeah. You know. What more is there really to say about
I mean, use the early bird to do a mad rush and build your base.
Yeah.
Then do like Brandon said, after that, start leapfrogging, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
the world of opportunity that this opens up, again, like I told you, we're talking with other devs and other projects that are looking at this and going, hey man, we have a great project, but we're all based on our user base, growing our user base and using the liquidity within, that they provide to be able to reward. And as we know, with some of these other projects we've been involved in, that only lasts for so long. That's only sustainable for so long. So you need some kind of external revenue source.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here's Stableswap, right? So they can build up their treasury there, bring some of that over into here, know that they're getting these APRs, and then get those rewards and bring it back. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, things like, I think one of the guys in the Telegram group, I think it may have been Matt or someone like that in the Telegram group, and they were saying, hey, why can't we create some other protocol and help out people like with the drip warriors, for example, like with Emmett's thing where they have like Aqueduct or whatever. Now you can bring in a pool of people that they're already doing it. They're already coming up with some kind of like a multi-sig or whatever like that. You get a group of people, then you transfer those funds over here, earn the APR, and these profits can be used to buy and burn drip.
Exactly.
Why not?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. So the possibilities are endless in that regard, and any of these other projects which had legitimate devs, but they just couldn't get off the ground because they didn't have another external kind of revenue, be it Furio or those other things that are out there. Hey, this is a way to actually revive them.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And again, adding on to what I was saying earlier, the opportunities that lie within. I know with drip, for example, there were many groups in other countries, I think Cambodia, Vietnam, where there were people building wells, right? There was more of an outreach program going on using systems that work. Now, unfortunately, with what happened to the drip price and things like, with each protocol, this is a little more stable, where now you're able to set up certain accounts for the sole purpose of an outreach program like that, right? And you'll drink to that. There you go. Yeah.
Absolutely. There you go. So,
an interesting strategy would be to start out with whatever you can manage, a few $100, maybe $1,000, maybe several $1,000. And then for a period of time, just accumulate your rewards.
Yeah.
Start because you only have like 18 more days to get in on the early bird with the really nice juicy rate. But what you could do is over a period of maybe 6 months, you're going to accumulate a lot of rewards, and then you can bank all of those and then do another stake with those.
Absolutely.
It's compounded. It's compounded growth.
It is. But again, that's like a whole new liquidity provision, which is great. Again, that keeps it sustainable as opposed to just like compound on your, your initial deposit. So,
but you could do that hyper compounding just in order to grow your position big enough to where your 0.3% a day is enough to like pay all your bills.
Yeah, that's right. I just put this up here. Little crypto NZ sis. Yeah, so initial deposit reach 300 days, you can restake. Absolutely. You can take that out and put it back in. Okay, but obviously that's going to be at the rate that the standard rate. It's not going to be at the early bird rate.
Okay? Or whatever the rate is.
Yeah, whatever the rate is at the time.
From now.
Yeah. So
definitely, like Lucky said, the rate might change depending on, different factors for the business going forward.
Yes, that's right. Here's one again. Can you please explain leapfrogging? That's for you, Brandon. I'm guessing.
Well, so like for example, let's say you started with $1,000, 0.5% a day, you're going to be making $5 a day, right? So over the course of a month, that's $150. So then at the end of the month, you take that 150, boom, you plop it into a new stake.
Yep.
Now you have two stakes. You have your original $1,000 stake, and then you have your brand new $150 stake. And then it just compounds again the next month. But maybe he was asking about what I was saying earlier of, somebody could get their DeFi portfolio started with Stableswap. And what they do is every couple of weeks, they take their rewards and they use it to go DCA into whatever token. Maybe they want to buy some drip. Maybe they want to buy some dogs, maybe they want to buy some elephant money or whatever. Then just use those earnings to DCA your way into a different position. Now you have an opportunity for that investment. Maybe that does a 10x, maybe it does 100x,
Yep.
And you started with a certain amount of money and you took a little bit of the dividends and you put it into something that mooned. Now you just doubled your overall portfolio or something like that.
That's right. That's awesome. Awesome. Thanks for that, Brandon. Tony Morrow, thank goodness here's something without a huge learning curve. Yes. Yes. Zach, I don't know if you can hear us. I know you left the camera and you moved away.
Oh no, I'm here. You can hear me?
Funny because we had I'm a member of the Forex, the REAP DAO. And after a long absence, Forex finally had, we used to have like pretty much a weekly VC, a voice chat in that DAO where we'd get to talk with Forex, and mainly it would just be Forex talking about all the recent developments and things that they've been working on, etc. So we had that last night, and oh my gosh, he was talking about how they were testing the new protocol, the Black Cube Finance, and the zapping function of being able to zap liquidity into the Black Cube Finance liquidity Roam pool or whatever. Dude, it was so complex.
Yeah.
I mean, even me, I'm pretty experienced and I can, understand a lot of what Forex says, but I was like glazed over, man. There was just so many different details. And at one point I was like, dude, he's been talking for the last 20 minutes. I don't have a clue what he's been talking about.
Yeah, that's what I love about this. This is a no-brainer, right?
It's so simple, dude.
Yeah,
big shout out to Forex and the team
definitely.
and everybody there, though, because what they're talking about is extremely complex, and they definitely know what they're doing. And on the DeFi side, this is something, a protocol like Stableswap is something where it's something that could be used and integrated with existing DeFi platforms as well. So if I know that the use of PancakeSwap and all the different farms and pools there, how it's being used that way. I mean, Stableswap is something that could be plugged in as well.
Exactly.
So integrations with, using treasuries of certain protocols out there, like definitely, we're very open to that, and we've been thinking of different ways where we could kind of use Stableswap as a means to generate other yield for their existing platforms.
Exactly right. I put this up here. Fuzzy, after winning the raffle in it to win it, I know where I'd be putting the winnings. Yes. And a big shout out again, in it to win it. Shout out to Roller. Zach's here as well.
Yes.
Now, Zach, welcome, Zach. And
can you hear me now?
In it to win it. Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, now you dropped off again. You dropped off again. But in it to win it, guys, if you're not already in that, check that one out. Roller, good friend of mine. He's one of my drinking buddies on Friday afternoons. Another fellow Aussie, and had them on the stream just recently. Is Zach back again?
All right, here we go. Here we go. Now you can hear me, right?
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Welcome, man. Welcome.
All right.
Okay.
I know you probably can't see me right now, but you can hear me clear, right? I can see my square light now.
We can hear you fine, bro. We can hear you fine.
All right.
Let me just go back to a couple of these comments here. You're gonna win it, Fuzzy. Yeah. What about just $50? Okay, Molly, what are we talking about here? Just about $50. If it's going to be 50, minimum is $50. Okay, minimum is $50. So you can work your strategy on how you want to do that. The APR on $50 is the same as APR on $100,000. So it's still the same.
Percentage wise, it's the same.
Percentage wise, yeah. Yeah. Oh, APR, annual percentage rate. It's still the same.
Yes.
Yeah. But
I was just saying, I'll put in 50 to get that back for 100,000. This is awesome.
Oh man,
it's a good deal, but it's not that good a deal.
Yeah. Look, when I get off of vacation from Fantasyland, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, there you go. So this is a good comment. Because since has been losing with drips and ARC compounded for 2 years, nothing to show for. Joined ARC-Fi at $6, has been going down and down. Well, okay, I'm not going to knock anything about ARC-Fi or drip or anything like that. I mean, that's a totally different ball game to what we have here. But what I can say is that obviously a huge benefit here is that you can put stablecoin in today, it's not going to dump by 90% tomorrow. So that's another nice bit of surety and a nice little buffer and pillow, So yeah, super positive in that regard. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. That's referring to you, Brandon, for your reply. Oops, sorry. Hey, Molly, no, that's fine. I know it says to refrain from that. That's because I've got a widget running in the background because I'm using Streamlabs as well as Talk Studio right now, and it automatically filters stuff. I'm gonna have to fix that, but this is it. Molly, and please refrain sending long messages. Right? it automatically gets moderated, but I'll show it on screen anyway. Every MMA with yeah.
Hey, bro, I got to bounce right now.
Yeah, all right, brother. No
but
problem.
you're good, right?
Yeah, man, I'm all good on this side. No worries at all, brother. Thank you again for joining the
stream. Yeah,
man.
For sure. Blue Chip, love DeFi Guide, Brandon. Zach, see you guys. Thanks for being on. Thanks for all the support out there. Everybody watching. Any questions, please post it on the Telegram link. We're here to support.
Do that.
But guys on the screen, love you guys. I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Yeah, I love you, brother. Speak with you
soon. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
See you, Eric.
There you go. Zach, what's going on, brother?
I'm working on the treehouse right now.
This guy's forever doing stuff. If it's not like lighting fires in his backyard or putting up Christmas trees.
Are you ready?
Two out of three times that I've streamed with Zach, he's been outside at night working on something.
Okay.
Christmas lights.
Well, you'll see why in just a moment. I'm about 20 feet up into a tree right now on the ladder. So I can essentially I got to get down lighting because at 5:30 p.m. it gets dark. I can't let that day go to waste, so I make my own daylight. You want to make hay? That's right. I'll grow the hay and make it and all that at the same time.
I was on one stream. He was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that he takes.
Well, I was hungry.
And he licks the peanut butter off the knife.
Well, I mean, it's not like it went back in a jar. It's ended. I'm not going to waste that little bit of peanut butter on there. I love it.
Can't waste
you tell me that you eat a bowl of cereal and don't drink the milk?
I drink it. Yes, I lick the knife
well,
too.
Then there you go.
I wouldn't do it.
Well, okay. Let's be clear. This was a dull butter knife. This was not like a hunting paring knife type of fillet knife. I wasn't using my fillet fishing knife.
I'm just saying, these streams, I take a shower, I brush my hair, try to look all. Yeah. Then here you are with your hoodie on, and you're making a sandwich and licking.
Dude, I've had this guy on a stream where he's been in the shower.
Oh, really?
He's actually been in the shower while we're on a stream, right?
Then I saw him he was on top of a roof at night, like inspecting flashing around a chimney or something. I was like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah. So you saw the light come on, right?
Yeah, man. Look at that.
Yeah, that's my daylight now. So now I can work outside.
Beautiful.
I've been trying to get around it since, what time is it now? It has been a 4-hour process just to get the light up into the tree, but I've had, dad duties, family duties, neighbor duties, everything but my duties. Well, maybe there was one little time in there. For
Oh,
my
well.
duty, but that might be different.
How's the
Anyway.
little one going, bro? How's the little one going?
Ah, he's doing well. I call him Frumpy because he looks like an old man. You know how old men will sit in a little rocker there, and they look grumpy. They look really grumpy until you go say hi to them. They're like, "Oh, Sonny, how you doing there?" And they become friendly. So I call him Friendly Grumpy, Frumpy. So you know how little babies, they always have those little wrinkled faces and stuff like that. So he looks like a little old man, but yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well, growing well.
There you
All
go.
went well with pregnancy. So outside of that, yeah,
that's awesome,
All right,
man.
come on and say hi.
Hey, Zach. I mean, obviously you've been watching and tuning in to things that have been going on with Stableswap. Give us your take, brother. What do you think? Honestly, give us your feedback, your reviews on what you've heard and seen. And I know you created an account on there. I know you know. So,
that I did, but outside of that,
yeah.
I just like the idea that I can set it and forget it for the most part. And I know that there's a plus or minus.
Man.
It depends on the markets, right? A little bit, but it's not like. I like the fact that it's not going to give me 1,000x overnight.
Yeah,
that's not what investments are for. That's that's gambling. That's a gamble. If you want that, you want 1,000x or 10,000x, like that's a gamble, because it takes you what? You go into 1,000 projects hoping for that 1,000x, and you win. Okay, maybe you win one time. You lose 999 times. Like, I'm okay with putting in something that has a little bit more. I don't know, what would you call wherewithal on how to take it, and especially when it's being done the way it is, then I can feel safe about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's more
whether it's $50 or 100,000, it doesn't matter. It'll grow. You set it for, what is it, the 300 days, 191 APR, APY. I can't remember the terminology, but it's still, that's nice. I could. I plan on using it in the way of. I learned this from a guy, and it wasn't financial advice. I kind of just saw how it was being done, and he had these different accounts set up for different things, and each one took care of a specific bill. And if you stagger them while you're doing these, it kind of goes to the same thing. It'll be unlocking at the same time at different. It's. Do I put a little bit more down at the beginning? Yes, I will do that, because then I've got a base, in my whatever days I do. But when it starts unlocking, basically when I get money, I can just consider myself broke if I put it in there. I know it'll be there, but in the future, I can take it out when it needs to be. And my gains will then become something else and another investment at that point, paying for whatever it may be. My banana supply, because I love bananas. I freaking love potassium, and I don't like cramps. I'm getting old. I'm hurting myself in my sleep. More bananas.
Pickles are pretty good for potassium too.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Actually, that's funny.
Yeah. When I was
why don't I just eat cucumbers and drink vinegar then?
Well, I learned. So one of the things that happens, I did training to become a certified open water scuba diver. And so our instructor said that a lot of times when you're diving, you'll start to get cramps. You'll get cramps in your legs or your ankles.
Yes.
And that can be a real problem when you're, 80 feet down. And so he said that a lot of people will drink like a little bit of pickle juice, maybe the night before the dive or the morning of the dive. It works, man. Because the first time I went diving, I did start to have some cramps in my legs. And then the second time I went diving, I drank, quarter cup of pickle juice. Like, just like the water that's in the jar of pickles. Yeah. Whatever it is. I don't know. It's not that bad. I mean, it sounds crazy, but it actually works.
I'll tell you what works with pickle juice. We call them picklebacks up here. You have a shot of Jameson and you chase it with a little pickle juice.
Beautiful. Hey,
no cramps.
That's a different application for the pickle juice.
I'm going to drink to that. Alak-Azul. Where's your 99 apple? Oh, look at the hat. Alak-Azul, the blue drinks OG.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, 99. That's a bigger bottle of 99 apples. Now.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's be honest. You can buy the little ones for 99 cents. I just found a place that sells a little bit bigger. I think this is 375.
Yeah.
So what are the little ones? Either way, I'm using less plastic and it's cheaper. Doesn't mean just because I had this is not just one shot. Like, oh my goodness, I would
you can make that one shot, bro.
I would probably grow my hair back, even though I'm bald, just so my wife could hold it while I'm probably getting sick. Like, I don't think so. You gotta when it's something that powerful, you gotta be respected. Now, I have had to learn the hard way, but these are part of growing up as an adult.
I'm gonna put this up on screen. We have to provide full profile to register, please. No, Molly, you do not. We just went through that there. You don't have to provide a full profile to register. You only need the full profile if you're going to go through the process of KYC to actually use the OTC. Okay, which I don't know where you are at the moment, but if you're in the US, that's not going to be valid for you anyway at this point in time. We will be adding these in the future, but for now, no. So you don't have to. You just do the normal registration, username, email, and that's it. You can use the platform. Okay, just to cover that one. Watermelon, also good for potassium. It's funny because potassium, I've always thought of myself being pretty healthy, but every time I go, like I have a checkup, a general checkup, always, and this has been for many, many years, and I eat bananas and stuff like that. It's always been a potassium deficiency. I've always been low in potassium, and I don't know why. Yeah, seriously, but that's always the thing.
No, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at about a 6th grade science video I just remembered, and what potassium, a pure chunk of like a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter little cube of potassium.
Yeah.
You put that and you throw it in water, and it makes a huge explosion because of the chemical reaction. That's nuts. But yeah. So I don't know if I eat enough bananas. Maybe if I go swimming, I'll just boof, spontaneous combust in the water. Wouldn't that be something?
Anyway, so Marion, yes, you're in the US, so yeah, it's not relevant to you. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do any of the KYC. You don't have to have your full profile. None of that. So this is where we have kind of like a hybrid between DeFi and CeFi, and we're blending the two together. Okay, so you don't need to have that. Okay. Any other questions out there, ladies and gentlemen? We've been running for 1 hour and 43 minutes. I know Brandon's been on the stream earlier. I've been on the stream earlier, so we're kind of like stretching out the time now. But
hey, I just got here. I was thinking this would be going for another 2 hours. No, that's all
right. Little Crypto, that hat, like Zach's got a lot of them, but he's obviously in the US. I've obviously got a few myself over here, but after I've gone through all of this, everything with Stableswap and then redoing Drip Potluck and all of that, I'm going to put a lot more focus on my own website as well, which will be alaktrician.com. And you can actually go to there and get merch. You can get the hats and the shirts and everything like that. You'll be able to get all the merch to support the channel. Obviously Alak-Azul is still going to be coming out, and now that we've got this in place, now I can start focusing a little bit more on my Alak-Azul project, which will still be coming out sometime, well, not this year now, but definitely next year. Alak-Azul project will be out, so I hope you guys follow us with that. And that's obviously for the ones that haven't seen it yet. That's this beast, which is a little bit empty. I'll have to fill that up later on.
That's all he's got left. Oh, you got more? Okay, good. So that's not going to be enough for everybody, buddy.
Brother, remember, I've got Papa Smurf tied up out the back, and every time I beat him up, he's sweating his blood, and that's what I use for Alak-Azul, right?
That's a fancy he reskinned and rebranded. Look at that guy. What a genius.
So, yeah, Alak-Azul project will be coming out. That's going to be super awesome. I'm not going to talk about it now, but that's definitely going to go head in the right direction and be launched within I would say within 8 months. So that's going to be absolutely beautiful as well. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen out there. Any more questions while we got the guys on the stream? Ask away. I know it's actually pretty simple. So we pretty much covered everything on it. But, is there anything else that you guys want to know? Anyone out there? Brandon, Zach, Blue Chip, if there's any questions that you have, like for me directly, that we can talk about on stream regarding Stableswap, And I know I have
Oh,
to
good
add in
catch.
regarding
Good
Stableswap
catch.
because otherwise Zach will be asking me stuff that's absolutely not.
I have
relative.
more questions than the question asker himself. Thank you.
No.
He's learning, and I love it. I love it. He's a smart man.
Absolutely. Like Zach and I, we talk about like the end of the day. It's actually not the end of the day. It's beginning of the night, right?
That's right. If everybody starts using that, you change the world one little thing at a time. I got a couple of them. Mine is at the beginning of the night. Because you think about the crypto we've been in, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got their day job. Well, some people have night jobs, but you want to be a singer, and they're like, "Oh, don't quit your day job." Well, whatever, it's fine. But at the beginning of the night, when the real stuff starts in crypto, everybody says the IRL. Look, crypto is IRL. So why not at the beginning of the night when everyone else is sleeping? I'm working over here in America because I deal with the people on the other side of the world all the time. So beginning of the night for me is the start of your day.
Hey, look at that. I love the fact
and vice versa.
He's all set up, man. He's got the headset happening, and he's so far away from the camera there. And
oh God, I just have close here to see Scott's doing there. One little stream like this. Sorry.
There you go. Hey, just again, guys, Zach's got a lot of the Alak-Azul hats. He's there in the States. If you guys want any, reach out to Zach, get him on Telegram. I'd love to have you boys there, man. Brandon, Blue Chip. If you want some hats, reach out to Zach. He can send them over to you. So, come on the stream, have the Alak-Azul hats, man. That'd be freaking beautiful.
I think I have about 23 different styles, but I only have a couple of each. Like this right here, I had about 4 or 5 of these. These are construction hats. They actually have silver on the side. So like if you're on a road construction, you have a safety strip. It's a reflective strip. So this is the last one I have of that.
There
Can't give that one away.
Do you have any flex, switchbacks?
That's what they are. I have, yeah. I get a couple of each, like the Velcro and then flex plates, but I think they're all large. So if you have a small head, you're gonna have to put like a safety pin in it or something like
this
that.
That hat looks like it'd be good for hunting.
Like the drip hat, if I don't want to wear it like the redneck country boy way, I can just turn it around and look more cool, and it's got like the thingy right
son,
here.
if you don't put your hat on the right way, you either better be here or playing baseball. You're wearing it like that, son. Looking like a fool with the pants on the ground and your head all backwards like that. Who made that kind of boy right there? I've got something like that.
Good.
For the baseball players.
Can you post a link for Zach's merch? It's actually not Zach's merch. He just has it there. It's Tony. But reach out. You can reach out to Zach on Telegram, and you just link up, and you guys can work it out from there. My merch will be out again. Go and get it from Zach first, but my merch will be out online.
Yeah, these are a one-off random thing, but these hats are trademarked Alak-Azul. This is the exact the color of the yarn to the style, and it took me a little bit to understand it. I never want to ever have to try to figure out how to design a hat ever again, because that was a lot of work just to get the information, let alone transfer that into somebody who makes the hats. It was like square peg in a round hole. It ain't happening. Until you hit it enough and the square peg becomes a round peg, and then you get this hat. So
there you go.
Anyways, yeah.
All right.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for the shout outs. In it to win it,
brother.
.xyz.
Yeah, in it to win it
is that website. Go check it out. Anybody got questions, you can reach out to me.
Well, before we end the stream, I'm going to put that up on the top here. In it to win it. It's scrolling across the top of the screen now. It's actually really good. It's lots of opportunity with that. It is a raffle. It is legit. I know the guys, personally. Roller is a very, very good friend of mine who was on the stream recently, and we covered in it to win it. So go support that, guys. One ticket entry is 12 USD, $12. I think I'm right with that. Zach, is USDC, right?
USDC off the finance.
Okay. So USDC and one entry puts you into 432 draws. Am I correct on that?
Yep. So here's the thing: you get one ticket for $12, 432 draws. Now let's say you win the first one. Well, that does not disqualify you from the other 431 draws. So keep that in mind.
That's
in
right.
the unlikely event, scientifically probably impossible, but not improbable, or vice versa, is that you could win all 432 draws. There is a chance. But
so you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, thank you. Someone said it in the stream.
Absolutely.
You know what that's about.
There you go.
Say there's a chance.
Fuzzy's in it to win it, and I know Mr. Big that we had on Crypto Unlimited earlier. He's in it. He was sharing his link, so it's actually a pretty good thing, man. I'm in it. You know, my link is in the description below, but don't worry about me. You don't have to follow me. Go to these guys instead. Go to these guys instead.
There's plenty of possibilities. We have a lot of, it's based on a referral type program. So $12 ticket, you get 20% of that back. So you get $2.40 for every $12 ticket you buy. Right now, with that, you get a community involved. There's an extra 50 grand up for grabs on that. And then there's an NFT collab bonus. So if you have NFTs, you can get up to 25 to 100% extra. And we're trying to give back to our communities. We want something where people have some guaranteed wins. Now, it is to be said, not everybody wins, but you'll never know if you're not in it to win it.
Yeah,
you gotta be in it. That's right.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen out there in the stream, I don't know if you have any other questions, but I'm going to call it, guys. We've been going for 1 hour and 52 minutes. I know the guys here are tired, so I'm going to call it. I think I'm going to have one more Alak-Azul for you guys, and Zach will probably have another one of his 99 apples.
Oh,
come on, man. Yeah, he's walking back. I got
a couple cuts left on my chainsaw I'm notching out these logs here so I can keep building. I'm doing like Lincoln Log style cabin. Right. 9 apples. Alak-Azul. Here we go. Stableswap.
All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, out the stream, much love to you. Boys, can you guys stay there just for 1 minute?
No problem.
But for everyone else out there in the stream, thank you for tuning in. I hope we've answered some of your questions. I will be doing an AMA tour over different channels in the next coming the coming weeks. I know there's a few people that have reached out to me. I'm going to say it. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to say it. Scott, the investor, actually messaged me this morning and said, "Hey, bro, how can I support you?" So it looks like I'm going to be doing a live stream with Scott, the investor, sometime soon. I know Cryptopian wants to have me on with them. We've got a lot of people. I'm going to shout out to a cult called DeFi. I'm looking at doing some stuff with them. The devs on Drip 21 as well. Vlad, shout out to you. And there's a lot of other ones again with Roller and that on In It to Win It. We're trying to do some kind of a collab with them. Crypto Collectives, huge shout out to you again. And yeah, man, there's a light at the end of this bear market tunnel, and it's a really, really, really big light. Okay, and I'm hoping that people on board what we're doing with Stableswap and see Stableswap as being one of those things that's contributing to that huge light at the end of the tunnel. So there you go. Blue Chip, last words from you, brother.
Oh man, you said it all. It's a simple project. So there's not a whole lot of questions, and you've covered everything. And I've never been more excited, man. Like I said, all I can do is share with what I'm doing, and I'm sort of like thinking on the same wavelength as Brandon and the rest of you guys. Use this early bird promotion to, steamroll your base, and then get into a little bit toned down groove afterwards. But hey, I got a whole different outlook on life here.
Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely beautiful, man. Brandon, final words from you, brother.
Yeah, I wanted to mention, if anybody wants to play poker, we've been playing poker, and we've been paying for the tournaments with Drip. So we're playing Drip poker, and it's the Telegram group is t.me/Drip poker 2.
I think I've got that here, bro. I think I have it.
Right on.
I do. Oh, hang on. No, it's 2 now, isn't it?
Yeah, the Telegram rugged us on our first group. For some reason, they just
Drip
Telegram
Poker
just killed our original Telegram group. So it's t.me/drip poker 2.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna put that up on here. Drip Poker 2. There you go, strolling up on the top of the screen there.
It's totally chill. We play 4 tournaments a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Beautiful. Man, I'm just, what's going through my mind at the moment is if there's going to be some way that we could actually collab here, right? There may be.
I think we should launch a Stableswap or Drip or Stableswap strip poker. That'd be cool. We could start off and say, okay, we'll just go down to the undies, man.
I can't join that one.
Oh, of course you can. Of course you can.
I don't need. I'll always be the first one out. I suck at poker so bad because I think it's go fish, and I show my card, and then I lose. Oh, jeez.
We need,
man.
we need to make it where you have so many males and so many females. Scott, you gotta have an even number.
Gotta love it. All right, Zach, final words from you, brother.
Yeah. That's all I got.
This guy's a nut. All right, ladies and gentlemen out there in the stream, in the chats, thank you so much. Let me have a quick look at the chats. One last check on the chats. Okay. Brandon's face. Play there now. Play money. All right. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, out in the stream, out in the crypto world, YouTube world, Facebook world, much love to all of you. We'll see you again soon. Hit me up on Telegram if you have any questions. Go over to our Telegram group and also support Brandon's Drip Poker 2. Drip Poker support. Go over to their Telegram. Also check out Brandon's videos on YouTube. Absolutely amazing. Catch his live streams. And there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, much love. Later.